Good morning, YouTube, and good morning, YouTube community, and real estate agents alike. It is Tuesday, a little before 10:30 a.m. in the morning. Just to piggyback off of where I left off of yesterday. Once again, my name is John Anagnos with eXp Realty. I'm a residential real estate agent, and I am starting this channel to give out, you know, free help and tips to aspiring real estate agents, seasoned real estate agents, real estate vets, and everyone in the middle, up top, and in between. Um, to piggyback off the video that I made yesterday, which was pricing listings, especially, really in any real estate market that there is, you always want to price it 10 to 12% below the current market value of where you are. The reason being is because all buyers, they all want a deal and nobody wants to overpay. And so if you come on the market too strong, price it at the tippy top or worse, go above that, more likely than not, you're going to have, you know, um, that listing that you have is just going to sit there and no one's going to be calling on it. You're not going to get any showings, and an open house isn't going to solve your problems either. So the way that you want to do it is to always price a little bit below the current market value of the home. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, you and I do not decide the price, the market does. And the listing price is the invitation price. It is not the sales price, if it's done right anyway. So, what you want to do is price below the current market value of the home. That way, you get traction and you get phone calls and text messages and emails for showings. And when you get showings, you have buyers and buyers agents and the like wanting to see the property. And the longer that they're at a property during showing, if they're there for more than half an hour, 45 minutes, generally speaking, the likelihood of you getting an offer is pretty high. So always price, 10 to 12% below the current market value of the home. I also, put in eXp as one of the titles of this video. And reason being is because of the following. I started at Coldwell Banker back in 2016, and then I got recruited to go to Keller Williams Silicon Beach and Marina Del Rey in 2017. Was there for about a year and a half. And then my partner and I both got recruited to go to eXp Realty. And we spent the last 6 years there, and we're not going anywhere. And reason being is because of the following. It is an 80-20 split in your favor with a 100% cap at $16K annually. You're keeping 80% of what you're making on your business up front. You're paying, part of that $16K into that 20% on every single transaction until you cap at $16K. And then eXp, they give you leads between the referral networks and all the certifications and whatnot. It's all right there. If you're interested at all, please let me know. I have a team of agents that are under me. I help them out plenty. I give them leads. I help them with their, expenses and whatnot. And the only monthly expense you have at eXp is just $85 a month for E&O insurance. At Coldwell Banker and Keller Williams, that was literally 2 to 3 times as high. Coldwell Banker, I think, was $365 a month for their insurance. And then Keller Williams was somewhere in there, somewhere in that range. But the only monthly expense you have at eXp is $85 a month. So one-time fee, a startup fee of $150. And then, you've got your cap and everything, but, it's an 80-20 split in your favor with a $16K cap Once you're capped, you keep 100% of what you're making. On top of that, eXp has their stock equity, so you're earning stock equity in the company on every transaction that you close. To add to that, if you recruit and you build a team of agents under you, you will start to get revenue share. And I can attest to that because I have a little bit of that myself from doing the recruitment work that I have done. And it's, you can build generational wealth and passive income that way. But anyway, that's a little bit about that. I'll come back to that at a later time. But yeah, always price tend to, even 15% the current 10 to 15% the current market value of the home. Always. Because when you do that, all buyers, they all want a deal and they don't want to overpay, and most of them don't. Even if you list where the competition's listed, which is, what most people are doing. Yes, the home will eventually sell. It'll take a longer time to, but it will eventually sell probably. But then you're probably not going to get the best offer that you could have gotten if you just priced it below. And the reason why is because if you price below, you will get offers. You'll have probably 3 to 5, maybe even 6 or 7 offers to pick from. At which point you can negotiate and you can leverage, and you can say, you know what, we really appreciate the offer coming in today, but we need you to come up a little bit higher. So please present us with your strongest offer possible. You're winning. When the buyers are competing, you're winning. You are doing, your client will be very happy with you. So, now don't get me wrong. I know most sellers aren't going to want to hear that, and it's hard to convince them to do that. My partner and I have this, we go through this battle all the time. But know that, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, you and I do not dictate the market price. The market does that. And with the interest rates being at 20-year highs or 22-year highs, something of that nature, you want to give yourself the best, leg up that you can. And so when you price it right the first time around, and 99.9% of the time, it always comes down to the price. Because if you come on too strong, if you come on too high, it's just going to sit there. And when it sits there, what happens? You waste time, valuable, practical time, days, weeks turn into months, man. And that's not what you want to do. You want to, ideally, you want to get into the real estate market with a listing, get into escrow within 2 weeks, close on to the next deal. And yes, the real estate photos are, yes, they're important because that's the first thing that everyone sees. And it is super critical to hire a professional photographer to do that. One that knows how to do real estate photos and have experience with that, because that's the first impression that everyone sees. But more importantly than that is the price. And it's super, super important to always list 10 to 12% below the current market value of the home. Reason being is because buyers will see that and they will want to work with you. See you later.